On today's episode of The Young and the Restless, Amanda's birth mama delivers some cold, hard facts.
You were a mistake.
Billy's sex skeletons come back to haunt him.
Summer, I am very sorry. I took advantage of your feelings.
And Abby's obsession with getting pregnant immediately is already wearing thin.
So you want me to go to the drugstore downtown to buy you another test right now?
Please?
Hey Soapmates, it's Tuesday, January 12th, 2021, and welcome back to another Young and Restless episode recap. I'm your host, Keisha Chantal, aka the big hug that Devon folds Amanda into when she shows up at his doorstep in tears. I'm warm and cozy and really good at spooning. Don't forget, this is a new recap format for Y&R with just the highlights. Welcome back to your new experience called The Good, The Bad, and The Boring. First stop, the Grand Phoenix, where Amanda and her birth mama are finally face to face. It's about to get heavy, y'all, so make sure you got some tissues or at least a handkerchief.
You were, quite unfortunately, a mistake.
Damn! Ugh! Talk about a punch to the gut. Sheesh, Ma. You couldn't just ease me into it? Naya then goes on to read Amanda a bedtime story, except it's not bedtime and it reads more like a nightmare that she has no say in. So, tuck yourself in, kiddies, and let's begin. It was a dark and stormy night. Oh my God, turn down the stormy. Doesn't need to be that loud. Thanks. I got pregnant in college, and when I got home to tell my uber-religious parents who were on the cusp of a rising political career, I was forced to take a year off college and have the twins and give them away. My parents paid my cousin Rose a large sum of cash with the understanding that she was to buzz off forever. As for you, well, we couldn't have the scandal crumbs leading back to us, so the only option was an anonymous donation to an orphanage.
Sounds cold, but it's the way things were done. These were decisions I didn't want to make. So when they were made for me, I didn't argue. Frankly, I was relieved.
Facts. Cold-blooded. I can see both sides here. I can see how a young woman's life is completely upended by an unexpected pregnancy, and her uber-strict religious parents make decisions for her she's not equipped to make herself. However, I can also see that when that woman is situated in life and has the means, she can easily hire someone to reach out, track down those babies, and give them, or whoever's raising them, the chance to reach out to her if they wanted to. It's about empathy, guys, and the world needs more of it. Let's continue the story, shall we? I finished college, worked for my father where I met my husband, we had your sister, and we lived happily ever after. The end. Except, it's not the end, because then Amanda says this.
Who was my father?
Just a boy.
Does he know what happened to us?
He never knew I was pregnant.
Where is he?
He died in a car accident about a year after you were born.
So they're both gone.
Both?
Hillary's dead.
Ooh, heavy on the feels, right? Is everyone okay? Do we need to take a second, a breather, to kind of process everything? No? Okay, go on. All right, let's keep it moving. Anyway, Naya doesn't know how to take this news, obviously. She gets a little quiet, and this really seems to piss Amanda off because before long, it's like the ghost of Hillary jumps into her and drags Naya for filth.
They took away your babies and you didn't even give it a second thought! Because Hillary... She was a star. Neither one of us got the good fortune of knowing her. And you know what? I'm pretty damn amazing too. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be known. So you know what? You can take your relief and your scandal-free life, because from where I'm standing, you missed out.
Ooh, scorched earth, anyone? Sheesh. No, seriously, can I just break character for just a tiny moment to say, give Michelle Morgan her things. That was Emmy worthy, okay? Give her her things. Beautiful performance. And I'm awake for the first time in weeks. More of this, please. All of a sudden, a knock comes on the door, and here comes Miss Imani barreling through the door thinking that Amanda kidnapped her mama. And the best part for me was this.
She's not your mother.
Imani.
Amanda is ready to be like, are you gonna check her or am I? Welcome back to the second episode of Rich People Having Rich Problems. Although it did give me a small amount of joy when I saw the thickness of Lily's pillow. Is this some kind of budget private jet? Because pathetic. It might as well be her laptop in that pillowcase, it's so thin.
Summer, I am very sorry, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart for what happened. I really hate what I did to you.
You know, I was wondering why we had these idiots thrown together in the same room, or in this case, the same private jet. But then it all makes sense, because we never really did get a resolution to Billy's hideous act on Summer. It wasn't tied up in a little bow, and he didn't get any consequences. This way, we get a 2-for-1 special, right? He gets to apologize to Summer about what he did, and then Lily gets to overhear the time that the guy that she's getting involved in was a complete and total douchebag. And we get to enjoy the fallout.
Look, really, I don't know what to say about you sleeping with Phyllis's daughter while you were together.
Is this going to change the way you see me?
I can certainly understand why this would give Miss Lily some pause. She's got a young daughter herself. I'm sure the thought crossed her mind thinking about Maddie and, dealing with somebody like Billy, because ew. Anyway, remember the time that Amanda and Lily were sitting down at Crimson Lights and they were talking about her relationship, and Lily made sure to say if she was to get into anything with Billy, that it would have to be drama-free and on her terms. And because I'm petty, why don't we take a little inventory of Lily's drama-free relationship with that Billy goat so far? Let's see what we have on the list. Attempted murder, breaking and entering, not to mention countless arguments over his obsession with Adam. In summary, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Keep going. As I predicted, we are going to be spending the first few months of Abby's marriage watching her wringing her hands over getting pregnant right away. So, if this is your catnip, then you are in for an absolute treat, because this is all about Abby feeling nauseous, taking a pregnancy test, and saying this ridiculous shit.
All I care about right now is counting blue lines on a white plastic stick.
Ooh, what a gift to come home and see boring humans slumbering and on mute. You know what? Let's not mess up a good thing and leave while the going is still good. See y'all tomorrow, fam.